Today on Fresh Vintage, we're going to save a couple bucks and restore these headlights for cheap. We'll show you every step of the way. Let's dive in together right now. So like I said in the intro, I want to restore these, and ideally I would replace the whole plastic assemblies, but I'm going to try and get one more winter driving season out of them before I actually swap them out. Overall, they're not bad, and I'm sure you've seen plenty worse out on the road, but I think these are actually a good ideal candidate to restore because they're not that foggy. So I think I've gotten everything that I need for the job here, including cleaning supplies. I got an old t-shirt there, and this is the star of the show. This is a Pittsburgh Deluxe lens renewal system. I mean, on the surface, it looks pretty easy to use, and it even has masking tape. It looks like it has everything in it. So before I start busting that out, I want to clean these lenses and actually clean the surface, because as you've no doubt noticed, there's bugs all over them from a recent road trip. So let me clean these up first. This is the passenger side headlight assembly after hitting it with just a tub of towels. It's still kind of wet. Let me show you the driver's side one, which I hit with the tub of towels and the alcohol. This is a little bit more realistic after using the tub of towels and isopropyl alcohol and drying it up. You can still see the haze pretty good. So we're going to tape these up and start working on sanding them down next. Making progress here. I had the brainwave that if I popped the hood, I didn't have to tape that part of the headlight. With the sun popping out on the passenger side, you can see how much fog is still on these things. So I'm going to grab that kit and start polishing these up next. So after ripping open the package, I was reading through the instructions, and it says 1200 to 1600 RPM drill. I have a 15-year-old drill that I've had forever, so I'm sure this will be fine, so to speak. And then in reading through this, I won't tell you sentence to sentence, but it tells you to start with the 500 and then eventually work towards the P800 and ultimately the P3000. So I have a P500 on here, and I don't know if I'm going to need this heavy of a grit, but this is pretty darn, smooth. So I'm going to work on starting to sand these down, and if I feel like I'm getting too deep into that, then I'll switch over to the 800. And update here, I didn't show you where I used all three of these, but I definitely used all three on this headlight. And you can see it looks better. It actually looks better on camera versus what I see in real life. But let me give it a quick wipe down, like a dry wipe down, to see if I can get any more clarity out of that. I just did a quick dry dust with my old shirt that I have here as my my rag, so to speak. But it looks better on camera. It's a little foggier in real life, but I mean, we were making progress. And a quick recap, they only give you 6 of these P500s, and I think they give you 4 of the P800s, but I didn't think I would need these, but I actually had to use all 3 for the side and clean one of those out. I did a wet cleaning with one of the tub of towels wipes. So your mileage may vary, and I will note that if you have heavier oxidation, you may have to possibly get a few more of these. I didn't see any refills at Harbor Freight, but just keep that in mind. I'm going to set up a shot for the passenger side so you can actually watch me cut the passenger side down with 500 grit right now. This is after I've hit this with P500, and let me just compare the passenger side here to the driver's side. The driver's side looks a tiny bit better, especially in the shade, but I would say the passenger side was definitely more oxidized for some reason. I almost kind of wonder if the passenger side was the original OEM, and then maybe there was a small fender bender on this thing where they had to replace this headlamp plastic assembly. But all that to say, you'll definitely get some gunk. Look at all that stuff that came off of there. I actually feel like you could probably use one more pad per side just to help cut down the oxidation, because this one, the passenger side, feels like it still has a little bit more. I could probably do a little bit more on that one, but I'm going to switch over to the 800 grit now. We are making progress. This is after 500 grit and 800 grit and a wipe down, a dry wipe. Let me show you the passenger side. I still think this passenger side's a little bit foggy, but the next step is actually a wet wipe. You want to switch to the 3000 grit, and you need a wet wipe. You actually need to get this wet enough to make a slurry. They even call out in the instructions a white slurry along the surface here. So I'm going to wet this one and then hit it with the 3000 grit right now. So I've been wiping this surface, and you can't see it, but on my fingers, you're still taking stuff off, and they want you to keep it wet enough to get a white, basically a white film on there. So as I do this, you want to make sure you're keeping that wet. And you can see I'm making that white slurry. It's kind of faint, but that's what you're looking for as you do this final step before you hit it with the polish. This is after 500 grit, 800 grit, and now 3000 grit, and I wiped them down with isopropyl alcohol. Definitely better looking, although this passenger side one, I feel like it's just not quite as good as the driver's side. But from here, I am going to grab the polish. We have the final step. We're going to go ahead and put what they call a dime size amount of the polishing compound, not on here, but on here for step one. But I want to spread that around the surface here. And they said don't let this go dry, so I'm going to go a little silly with it. I'm going to put a fair bit on here, but I don't want that to go dry. There we go. And let's see the magic happen here. So honestly, full disclosure, this drill has been going dead the entire time I've been making the video. So I've been charging this for 15 minutes, and then I hit a headlight, charge it for 15 more minutes because this battery is old. But maybe get yourself a drill with 2 batteries or a corded drill or something to do this. But I'm going to go put this back on the charger, and then we're going to wipe this down and kind of see the final product. It doesn't say how long to let that sit, but I kind of gave it, I don't know, minute, 2 minutes, and I did use the same towel that I had the isopropyl alcohol on, but I flipped it over to the dry part. I gotta say, this is pretty darn impressive for the price we paid for this kit. That is pretty impressive, knowing what it looked like. And let me throw the original one up on the screen. This is why I thought these headlights would be a good candidate, because they weren't too yellowed. It actually looks better in real life than it does on the screen right now, but still really, really impressive. Let's jump over to the driver's side and we'll finish that one up next. Here we go. This is the final step on the driver's side. I charged up the drill battery, and I already did this. And just some personal commentary. There's so much, as I almost get that on my shirt, there's so much of this left that it's not something Harbor Freight recommends, but I'll probably just save that and touch these up and hit them in, say, like the new year or something, just to keep them looking as good as long as possible. But let me flip this over to 2. Let's get the final reveal here. I will say that surface, you can hear it is squeaky clean. It literally is squeaking. Now, I can already see where this could be better, and it's not the kit's fault. I think the drill is probably the #1 culprit, and that's on me because I didn't realize that battery was that bad. But I mean, that looks amazing compared to what they originally were. Let me throw the original one up on the screen. Yeah, I backed out into the shade, and man, these things are really, really nice looking now. So, I mean, full disclosure, you're going to get 3 to 6 months, and they're going to start fogging up. But yeah, I'll just hit them again with the polish pad. I mean, realistically, they look really, really good. I'm going to peel the tape and shut the hood and get you the final product here. Here's the final product. And I mean, I gotta say, for what I spent here, they came out really, really nice. Wrapping up the video here, shouting out the Pittsburgh Deluxe lens renewal system. Really, really solid kit. I mean, you see the final product here, really, really clean finish. This is enough to get me through winter. It's not 100% perfect. Like looking at it, I see some stuff here I'd like to sand down more, but honestly, I'm just gonna drop the bumper and tear this all apart and replace this stuff next spring. So I figured this would get me through the winter, and I actually have enough in that polish tube that I could probably just hit these on like New Year's or something, just clean them up real good and give them a little bit more life, because I'm realistically probably going to get like 6 months out of these before they start hazing over again. But stop by your local Harbor Freight. We'll leave the link for this in the video description you're watching now. Along with, you'll see us cut into the video here. I'm going to run to Advanced Auto Parts and get myself, not super crazy like LED projector lights, but something medium high, just to give me a little more brightness as I'm driving, because 30 days from now it's going to get very dark very early, and that's even before we have like daylight savings time and then the winter driving season. I ran to Advance last night, and I'm going to install these Silver Star Ultras. Now, I will make note the 05 CRV I have is kind of an odd duct. It has separate high and low beams, but I'm going to put these in, and then the next shot you'll see is me flashing the high and low beams against a wall at night. So you can kind of see the brightness difference. So forgive the noise, the highway is right around the corner here, but these are the new low beams, and there's the high beams, which they don't look too awesome on camera, but you really have to wonder how much dimmer they were with the fogged headlamp assemblies and the old bulbs I had in there. But yeah, really solid performance out of these new headlights and the restored headlamp assemblies. Now before we go, I wanted to shout out, we have a whole other video where we tried all the DIY hacks to restore headlights. We get everything from bug spray to toothpaste. We even grabbed some WD-40, and we ran out and got a Meguiar's headlight restoration kit as a control. You can check out that video right here to see how well each one worked. With that, we appreciate you watching. If you like classic cars, if you like muscle cars, if you like keeping your cars certified fresh and on the road, Fresh Finish your channel, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Yeah,